All right, guys, what is going on, dude? What up? Welcome to Market Maker Monday. Market Maker Monday, dude. Very interesting day so far. I think the morning session was fairly clean across the board, despite it being a little mixed. We'll get into that and go from there. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Let me know what you guys did. You guys do anything fun this weekend? Was good? Naruto 2020, Larry, Jonas, hello. Willow, Hermida, Lucas, Marshall, Carlos, Cameron, Martin, Eli, what's good? Mason, Bell, Natasha, Felix, Mike Brown, what up? What is good? Man, dude, I was gonna take some trades today. Just didn't really get what I wanted. I think I demanded a little bit too much, and that's okay. I mean, on a Monday morning, it's like the very first session of the week, so I'm a little bit more relaxed when it comes to taking trades, right? I'm just a little bit more conservative on that Monday morning. You know, you don't want to start getting clapped early on in the week, right? So sometimes I'm on chill mode, and that's kind of how it went. I tried to short euro, didn't get filled. So I kind of just was like, all right, well, that's that for now. So we'll see what happens. Jonas shorted NQ right before that last leg. Nice. Very nice. I don't know what this wants to do today. We have lower highs and higher lows, and we're in the middle of a range. So this looks pretty yucky to me. Although if I had to say, I think I would want biasly higher pricing. But it's hard. It's a little bit harder to be objective when you have positions in the triple Qs. So makes it just a little bit more difficult. Got to see my sisters and nephews this weekend. Baby Pips and I drove back to my hometown for the day. It was a nice day, so we went to enjoy it with the family. Very nice, Willow. Reading as always on the weekend. What'd you read, Lucas? Was good, Flacco? Bike rides, beach, and good food, reading and studying. Been a minute, but I'm officially back. Well, welcome back, dude. Welcome back. Fourth turning. And sushi. I can dig it. Long Dow right at the end of lunch. Had forgotten about lunch. Oh, well, shit, that's not good. Dow is definitely dog shit. And I recorded this video. I stopped the recording like right when we made a new low. Should have kept the recording going, but I wasn't really looking for all that. But I did record all of this. So I started recording, I think, right about in here, like 7:50, 7:55, like something like. I started recording, and that's really all that you see is a risk reward tool, and that's it. The markups really, well, the eyeball was there. This was not. Just the eyeball was there. So, I mean, I guess I can put that recording up. I might just speed it up to like 5 or 6 minutes, but you know, it's very easy, right? Very, very easy. Okay. First high, second high, third high. So there's your 1, 2, 3 formation. We obviously break down. What do we leave behind? There's a gap right there. So that could be enough. Or you can look at one of the things that I told you about multiple times last week, which is what? When it comes to stop runs, what else are we looking for? Or what else can we look for? I gave it to you multiple times. Somebody knows. I mean, hell, it's on the chart, so you should know. What's good, Edgar? What's good, Alex C? Sean? Smiley. Courage is calling from Ryan Holiday. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. One of his better ones, in my opinion. Just want to see price hit 18,510, and I'm out of here. Really? 510? I mean, it could. I just think it looks ass. I think it looks horrible. But more power to you. More power to you. Can you explain why today's imbalance from NQ from 850 was the stop loss, but the one at 930 was a profitable one? Smalley, I think it's better if you post a chart in the Discord. Because I don't know what time zone you're in, and I don't know what time frame you're referring to. And that's like a pretty big deal. Because I got to know what time frame and what exact time frame and timing of the chart that you're looking at for NQ. Cameron says imbalance inside inverted. You know what? I'll allow that. I'll take it. And not the answer I was looking for, but it is a correct one. Inverted imbalance, kind of. Yeah, Natasha, there you go. See, I'm glad somebody was paying attention. Finally. At least one. There we go. You said that the imbalance prior to manipulation was deadly. That's what I was looking for. The imbalance prior to manipulation. So Natasha, I talked about that twice last week. If we take everything off the charts, okay? Because I'm pretty sure it was either on NQ or ES from last week, and I do not remember specifically. I can't remember everything as much as I want to. This right here. Actually, you know what? We'll use the ray. Okay. We can all agree. All right. Right at this particular time, this particular point in time, 7:25. There's one high, there's a second high, there's a third higher high. That is it won't always be a reversal formation, but that is a typical reversal formation. I have a video about that. It's a public video. It's free, right? The 1, 2, 3 formation. And it's the inverse for lows, right? Where you would have a low, a second low, right? Like a lower low, and then that third lower low to launch to go higher, right? 1, 2, 3, as janky as that looks, because we're zoomed in here, right? 1, 2, 3, rally, and then the retracement to go higher. So in that scenario last week, I gave you as one of the examples was an imbalance, right? That was prior to the liquidity run. Or it might not have been a 1, 2, 3 formation. It might have just been the 1, 2. And that would work the same. Either way, as long as it is a stop run, then if you get I don't think I've seen a stop run that didn't have manipulation on one of the, I don't think I've seen manipulation without having an imbalance on one of the time frames. So there's usually going to be one somewhere. On this 5-minute time frame, we do have one right here. Okay. But do we want to be buying that? Look at it, right? The Dow has done what? It's been drifting higher. It's making higher lows, which set up as what? Low resistant lows. So do we want to long in a market that has been rallying for almost all of London, heading into, equities? It's not equities yet. It's like an hour prior, but the market's been rallying. We left low resistant lows. We have an imbalance here after a 1, 2, 3 formation. Is that something we're going to long? Absolutely not. It makes one more high. Like it attempts to make one more high, right? Distribution. Classic distribution. Okay. So right there, 7:30 on a 5-minute time frame. It doesn't respect that imbalance at all. It doesn't even acknowledge it. Doesn't even say hello when it walks in. Doesn't even drop a like on the stream when they come in. Completely disrespectful. Right? Next candle does what? Even worse. Blows right through the low. Closes below it. And left a gap on the way there. Right? So that, if it's not bullish, what should it be? Bearish. Oh my God, John, that's fucking crazy. I wasn't even aiming that far, dude. I was aiming, I had a 1 to 2 RR on the screen just to show you that, you know, 1 to 2 is easy. But I extended, I didn't extend the RR tool, but I did put an eyeball right there. And then in like 5 minutes, it fucking ran right there. It was so simple. It's so easy. It's so easy. It's disgusting. That's why I kept telling you guys when I told you about this formation. I mean, for the longest, I've been teaching this for so long, for years and years and years. I'm like, bro, it doesn't even take a genius. A kindergartner, a first grader can count to 3. 1, 2, 3, rip stain. Okay. Are those low resistant highs? Fuck no, dude, they're higher. Those are high resistant highs. Well, should the market trade down here? Well, if we had a wick like that, probably not. Or not at least with confidence, with high probability. That's not right. That's not what's there. I just drew that. That's low resistant lows. That's why they're called low resistant lows, because there's no fucking resistance, bro. That's one candle, my friend. It met in there. Okay, 3 candles if you're trying to be, you know, precise. Okay, cool. But once it took off, it took off. It got there in 5 minutes. Why is that? That's equities open. You can expect volatility at equities, right? And that's why the stop didn't go to the high end of this inversion. It went to the exact high up here because that's a fractal high as well. So it had to push past the gap, past the inversion, and past these up candles, make a 4th high. Well, is that likely? It could do that. That's the risk you take. Every trade you take, every time you press the button, or maybe you put an order in and you have a pending order, either way, once a fill has been made, you know, order filled, or, you know, once you're in a trade and it's live, okay, there's going to be risk on the table, period. So it's not going to be risk free, okay? But that's the risk you take. Should it trade up there a 4th time? No. What are the probabilities? It should go lower, not higher. And the market rips everyone a new one. Who's been doing what? Who's been trying to long during London, long during this drifting period, right? And what did it do? It came in like the FBI and cleared everybody out. Y'all ever seen those videos where the FBI busts in the door or come in through the ceiling and the windows and shit? You know, FBI, open up. That's what they're doing. Look at all these lows here. Okay. I don't think it reached that bottom one here, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And like that one up there would be 9, but basically all of those lows, I'm not going to mark up every single one of those, but you can tell, right? Because where do stops go when the market's going higher? They go to recent lows, recent low, recent low, recent low, recent low, recent low. So all of those levels, it's open, it's hunting season. 8:30 commences, volatility is being injected on a Monday. Oh, it's duck hunt, dude. And it comes for everything. It comes for all that. And look, again, I wasn't even aiming for that. I'll post the video later. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing special. It's just right in here, something real simple, real easy. I was not gunning for like a 1 to... That might have been like a 1 to 8 or something. A little 1 to 2. Didn't even have to run the lows. You could have got an easy 1 to 2. Easy. It's not always about bangers. It's about finding the easy trades, the high probability trades. And that's what it was today. Oh, look at that. You got your 510. Look at that. Somebody got their 510. Somebody's out. So that's nice. Great job. I wouldn't have traded that. But that's just me personally. I'm not going to knock you for it. Winning trade's a winning trade. So good job. Anyway, I have no idea where I was going with that. I don't know. I'll just move on. So let's go over to the triple Qs because there is one thing I want to show. Okay. Now I'm not going to make you go. Well, I can't make you do anything you don't want to do. But look, I'm not going to make you go back to last week and say watch all 4 hours of stream. Okay. I'm not going to do that. But there's a ton of you that have been here. Some of you are here almost every single stream. Some of you might miss a stream, but you go back and you watch it later or you catch up on the weekend. That's fine too. Okay, so I'm going to trust that you know that we talked about that last week more than once. An imbalance prior to a stop run. Okay, so what's going on right here? Okay, what's going on right here? And actually, when I was scrolling through Twitter earlier, I think this was something that Dodgy took. I bring up Dodgy sometimes, right? Young kid. And that's like his thing is inversions. He like loves inverted imbalances. And look, hey man, whatever works, works. But there is a specific phenomenon in price. Well, actually quite a lot of them. But this is just one of them. Okay. You have an imbalance here that was created lower. Market came up into that. Okay. Then the market came down to make that lower low here. Okay. 1 minute time frame. Okay. So what's going on right there? What's going on right there? It's trading through that, isn't it? That's what becomes your inversion. What did I tell you to study weeks and weeks ago? Bullish imbalances that overlap with previous bearish ones. Did I not give that to you already? Yes, I definitely did. And look at that. Wick entry. I didn't take this, by the way. I'm just giving you an example. Okay. Wick entry on a 1 minute time frame, straight to TP, equal highs. That's enough right there for the week. That's 200 points. That's 200 points in less than 20 minutes with no drawdown. Come on, dude. I told you to study imbalances prior to stop runs. That's one of them. Okay? The overlap is just a little bit extra. I don't think you need it. I think the inversion by itself is fine. But either way, that's what that looks like. That's just another example. And that's also why I posted that, Natasha, in the Discord, saying whatever I said about it being deadly. The imbalance prior to manipulation is deadly. This is what I was referring to. That thing right there. Because I think it was one of you that posted something like that. And it is. Is that not deadly? That's fucking deadly, bro. That right there will skyrocket your account in the right direction. It absolutely will. Equal highs is my favorite target. Triple highs is good too. And low resistant highs would be like second place to me. Low resistant highs are cool. Equal, I think, is my favorite. Low resistant highs are still good too. That's like number 1 and number 2. That's Batman and Robin for me. Right? The old robbing the bank. You know what I mean? So. But yeah, C-Trades, you would be right about that too. It's a change in price delivery, leaving an imbalance. Trading through that bearish imbalance is also a change in price delivery. So, Lucas, I know I'm getting to your question a little bit late, but I'm pretty sure I just gave you the reason why. All those break of structure traders, where's your entry? Oh man, there's the break of structure. Okay, we're gonna play this imbalance, right? Oh, we're gonna play the mitigation here. Well, where the fuck is your entry? It runs to TP without you, and you never took a trade. That's why break of structure is overrated and unnecessary. I trade. I don't even look at break of structure. I mean, if I see it, I'll say, yeah, that's a break of structure. A shift in price delivery is far better. Far better, dude. Way better. Okay? A shift in price delivery is top shelf. Okay? Top shelf. That's going to be something near like your 1942, your Avion 44, Carmessi maybe. And break of structure is like your moonshine from fucking you know, some goober in Mississippi in the backyard, right? It's just, I mean, I guess it'll work, but is that really what you want? No. All the break of structure traders, where was your trade then? There was no trade for you. What about the trades with inverted imbalances prior to manipulation? Well, you definitely got your home run today. So you're hitting home runs while the break of structure traders are still trying to find something to trade. Okay? That's why. Break of structure is overrated. It's overrated, dude. Yeah, maybe capitalist. Maybe. The thing about it though is like, if you teach a kid or a teenager how to trade, there's nothing wrong with that. If anything, I think that's what kids should learn how to do. You know, fuck all this A squared B squared equals C squared bullshit. You know, how about bearish imbalance plus bullish imbalance equals bills paid for the month? That's the type of math that I would want them to learn, right? Little Johnny didn't do his homework again. How about you let little Johnny learn how to pay the fucking bills? You know what I mean? So anyway, that's not where I was going with that. Where I was going with that is the only issue, and this is the argument that people have when I say that kids should be learning about Stoic philosophy too, like Epictetus and Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, all that, is the maturity level. That's the only issue with kids and teenagers, is the maturity level. You know, if they're not mature about it, they don't take it seriously, then it's just going to be a waste of your time. But I think if you were to guide people along, like say trade during the summer, right? If kids are out of school and you're like, hey, like, you know, come hang out, you know, come watch us, you know, do some backflips on the charts, and they see that they can make money pressing buttons versus working at the fucking local Starbucks or at the McDonald's getting everybody's order wrong, they're going to be like, oh yeah, this is much better. So that's my opinion on that. Took a scalp on NQ this morning. Anyway. When you use a shift in price delivery, you have to be really sure with your stop run. Well, yeah, that's what that is. That's exactly, and this is why I keep you know, mentioning Natasha, because she's been the one in the Discord that's been really looking at low resistant highs and high resistant lows, right? That is a lower low. Bodies even respecting that. The wicks trade down into that, but the bodies are all closing above that low. And then that bearish imbalance saw sensitivity. Even if it was only a minute, it was very short-lived, and that's okay. Those are the ones that I like. I've never heard anybody else say this except for me. Not that I created it, because I didn't create any of this shit. None of this is mine. Okay. Well, the imbalance model, I found that, not the imbalance model, sorry, the mitigation model, the imbalance inside the mitigation. I found that on my own. But you're going to find things on your own too. The best imbalances that become inversions, to me, have prior sensitivity. Okay. That's what I like. That's what I'll trust. And Lucas, that's the risk. That's what I was saying a few minutes ago. That's the risk you take. You're saying, okay, there's an inversion here and a bullish one here. I believe, here, I'll zoom in for you. You're saying, I believe that this was a stop run, right? So your risk is, can't do no fucking math, 40 points. Okay. You're going to say, okay, cool. I'm going to risk 40 points and the equal highs, even though they're way up there on a 1 minute chart. Okay. That gives you a 1 to 2.6. Now, obviously, price almost never stops at equal highs. I've never seen that. I've seen it only a couple times where you get triple highs. That's like once in a blue moon, right? Paid sponsorship. I wish, because of blue moon. That's what I had the other day if you were paying attention to my Instagram. Anyway, there's a pre-market high up here, and these are equal highs. So are we just going to stop right at the equal highs? Probably not. Are we likely to make a newer one? That's a possibility. Can you squeeze a 1 to 3 out of that? It doesn't even have to get to a new high of day before you squeeze a 1 to 3. That's it right there. There's your 1 to 3. You don't have to hold for any of the rest of it. You could have missed out on all that. As long as you got your 1 to 3, you can be done. That's the risk you take. You're basically saying price is more likely to trade up to these equal highs than it is to make a third lower low. Now, how can we know that? Well, you can't. That's the risk you take, right? That, we didn't make a lower low from Sunday evening, right? We didn't do that on Nasdaq. But we did do that on ES. Oh yeah, John. Well, yeah, fuck. Sure enough, ES trades right to that same low. NQ didn't. Well, what does that mean? You already know what that means. That's your signature of accumulation. So that's how you can be sure. Higher time frame accumulation, smaller time frame shift in price delivery. Probabilities of trading past low, or excuse me, the probabilities trading below high resistant lows versus trading up to the equal highs. I trust the equal highs. So does that make sense? Lucas, you can keep looking for a break of structure if you want. It's your trading. I'm not going to tell you what to do or what not to do. But I'm telling you, I almost never use that. I almost never use break of structure. And some of the trades that I've taken this year, you won't even fucking believe. Right? Like gold futures from, what was that, last week or the week prior? My market order was the high. Literally, market order right at an imbalance. I get filled at the high and it plummets after that. It doesn't go above my entry. Zero drawdown. None. Not even a tick. That's perfection. Every trade's not like that. Don't get me wrong. Okay? But this down in here is good enough. Okay? That 1 minute entry right there at 904, that right there is good enough. That's as close to perfection as you'll get, in my opinion. Maybe you know something better. You know, if you want to try and get 1 or 2 points better or 1 or 2 ticks better, all right, be my fucking guest. But I'd rather just be in an explosive move, you know, for 100 points versus trying to get 1 or 2 extra. The fuck you need 1 or 2 extra points for when you can get, you know, 50, 60, 100 to the upside? You know what I mean? So I try and take what I can get and leave it at that. Would I trade London on the indices? No, probably not. If I had to go back to London, it would be currencies. And that brings a good transition over into the currency markets. So, euro. All right, this is what I tried to short earlier. I'll show you what I missed, and I'll show you why I missed it. You good with that? This is the kind of things that I didn't do for a long time, and I know some of you probably don't do it either. That's okay, but I'll show you. Okay. So when it comes to the exercise, right? If you just go like, we'll come back to this. Let's just say you go into price history, okay, and you just start looking for low resistant highs, high resistant lows, high resistant lows. I wouldn't say that's low resistant highs, but whatever. Lower lows. Okay, and you're going back into history and just looking at price data. Low resistant lows, high resistant highs, right? Price gravitating towards low resistant lows over and over again, right? Trading higher to go lower. And you just go back and forth to every couple of days or whatever time frame it is, and you're studying. Remember last week I was saying euro to 109. I don't even remember what the fucking level was. 109.28 and above that. You remember? Looking like I pull the fucking euro, which I don't, but it looked like it, right? Because of what? Low resistant highs, and equal highs way up here, right? So it's easy to understand high resistant lows, low resistant highs. So the market should do what? Gravitate up there. So that's how you know which imbalance. That's how you know which imbalances to get in sync with. Right? So just to make myself clear, to make sure everybody's on the same page. High resistant lows, right? Sets the low. And the imbalances on the way to low resistant highs, those are the longs. You see how that works? Now think back to last year. Think back to when I started this channel. Think back to whenever I gave you the imbalance model. And that imbalance model was what? An imbalance on the way to liquidity. You've had this the whole fucking time. You've had this in your notes the whole fucking time. Yeah, it's an imbalance on the way to liquidity. Right. So you know, you have known this whole time. You've known this whole time which imbalances to use. The ones after the stop run on the way to opposing liquidity. It's as simple as that. The inversions, to me, they're good too. There's one right there. Right? Imbalance prior to the stop run. It just didn't really see any sensitivity, and that's okay, but it doesn't have to be sensitive. That's just the ones that I prefer. I like the ones that show sensitivity and then shift in price delivery. That's how I know, yeah, that one was bearish. Then it got traded through. Now it's going to be bullish. And that's how you know, right? So when you study this over and over and over again, just go into old data. Oh, this fucking blows. Lower lows and higher highs. Yeah, skip that fucking bullshit. All right, we'll come back in here. All right, back testing with John Phibbs. Low resistant highs, high resistant lows, right? That's manipulation. Where's the imbalance prior to manipulation? It's right here. Right? Was it respected? A little bit. Was it traded through? Yes, it was. It became an inversion, didn't it? Oh my God. I just learned how to fucking trade. I just learned how to trade. But there's no higher time frame. There's no daily levels. There's no weekly levels. There's no relative strength. There's no none of that shit. Right. Because that's all it is. Shift in price delivery. Down candle, lack of wick within an inversion, imbalance after a stop run on the way to low resistant highs. Oh, good job, Edgar. You traded that? Yeah, that's an easy example. That also came off of mitigation too. If you want a little bit more context to that. You can just, keep going back. Let's see. Maybe you thought these were low resistant lows. Price comes up and then it crosses. Oh, well, there's that cross of 50%, right? Down to those lows. Oh, shit, I took a loss. Well, this high never took anything. It tapped into an imbalance, but it never really, took liquidity of any kind. Okay, so it's not going to be, you're not going to get everyone right. You got to keep studying, my friends. Let me see. I think that's enough examples. Okay. So now, it's a back test. I basically gave you an entire trading model today for free. So hopefully you can appreciate that. Now you can see why I was looking for shorts, right? Low resistant highs, low resistant lows. Price is in the middle. So what do? I don't do anything. I wait and say, okay, well, is it going to run lower first or higher first? I do not know. That's a coin flip in my opinion. I'm not going to trade a fucking coin flip. Price trades higher. Look at this spike right here. You see that? Price trades right up there and trades off of it expeditiously on a 5-minute time frame. Right? We're above New York. There's your New York. Right? I think so. So it's above New York. Rand stops above New York with what left open? Lows. So what should it do? It should trade lower, in which it does. Now here's where, okay, I missed it. My order didn't get filled, but I'll tell you why. Okay. When it started to take off, I'm like, fuck, I'm not gonna get filled. So I was like, shit. That's okay. When I looked at this candle right here, boom. All right. It trades right through this up candle. Okay. And that's what I was wanting to short. And I didn't get filled, right? I missed, essentially. Okay. Put the order in and everything. Had the order. I'm like, yep, it's going lower. I'm confident. I got my risk management. We're good on that. Let's see. All right, this is what I missed. What I didn't do is I didn't go down into the smaller time frame. That's what I missed. And this is why price did not, in my opinion, why price didn't fill me. This is that stop run up here. Okay. Right there. There's your short-term manipulation, right? Liquidity swept with opposing liquidity to attack. All right, great. We traded off of it, left an imbalance behind. That was already traded into. Right there. We're just going to make that a premium because we're obviously well above 50%. Okay, so that was tapped into. We traded off of it, and that was that 5-minute close below this 5-minute candle here. Or I think like right here. Price came up, and it doesn't fill me, but what does it trade into instead? There's a 1-minute imbalance right there. So that should have been the earlier entry, meaning I should have shorted that with the stop either at the high end of this imbalance, or if I just wanted a simple 1-to-1, which I don't usually recommend, but if I wanted a 1-to-1, then the stop could have went up here. So realistically, the short should have been that imbalance, stop here, and then aiming for that low. That's a 1 to 2. Okay, the lowest low down here is these. It doesn't have to go all the way down here. It could. It didn't. But these lows right here are very close together, and that would have been enough. And so that is basically what the 1 to 2 looks like right there. But I was trying to get something like this. Something like that. 1 to 3. That'd have been a little bit better. I just didn't get it, but that's why. So, you know, I don't always hit, chat. Sometimes I put the order in, doesn't get filled, and then it takes off without you, and you go, okay, well, fuck. And you just cancel the order, and then that's it. Right? Because if you leave it in there, this is why I don't leave orders in. Right? Because look what happens when liquidity gets taken. Or when I have a target that's met and I'm not in, I cancel it every time. I never keep the order in. This is why. Oh, it fills me in. Oh, man, I got drawdown. Oh, well, now it's going my direction. Stop hit or stop hit, whatever. Then I would have taken a loss on that like a retard. Okay? But that's what that looks like. So that was a trade that I missed, obviously. And that's what that looks like. But do you understand kind of the process I went through? I don't just like miss a trade and then it's like, all right, yeah, whatever. I'm done. I'm going to go do something else. No. You got to see, like, did I get it wrong? Did I interpret it wrong? Or did I just miss something? I didn't interpret the market wrong. It still went lower. All of like 10 pips, right? Nothing fucking crazy. It's just I got the direction right. I just didn't get the entry that I wanted. So, that's that. Lucas, I do have a checklist, but it also depends on which model it is. So, you know what? That actually brings me to a very, very good point. If you are a 1-year member, let me do this instead. When we get off the stream, I'm going to post in the announcements chat. And all I want you to do is like give a thumbs up reaction or whatever it is to that if you are a gold sniper. So like Edgar, Electric, Convicted Capitalist, Alex C, Willow, you don't need to, but you can if you want to. Eli, Naruto, Sean, Cameron, so on and so forth. All of the ones who have gold snipers, I have something for you. I just can't keep up with it. Like every time somebody gets gold, I can't keep up with that. So, but I have a special gift for you for all the ones that are gold members. Okay, so don't forget, give me like right after the stream. Okay, I'll do that, and I'll send you a little gift. All right. Send you a little gift. Edgar, is there a mitigation model? I'm going to pretend like you just didn't ask me that. Shorted GBP during London, but it consolidated halfway to my TP. British pound, huh? British pound, dude. 2780 was met. Remember I was trying to get that last week? I was telling you, yeah, British pound is going to trade higher and I'm not going to be part of it. It fucking ran right there, didn't it? 2780 over the weekend though. It took Sunday for us to get there. But that's all right. I'm not a part of it. I don't have to be a part of every move, and that's all right. Yeah, this sucks right here. That absolutely blows. But what's right here? Those are high resistant lows. So is that right there. These aren't low resistant highs, but it barely even takes the low before running higher. This just looks janky to me. But you know what though? You know what looked a lot better, in my opinion? What looked a lot better was the dollar index. Because why? Look at the highs, look at the lows. Don't look at anything else for now. Look at all the lows, look at all the highs. Okay, what do you have? You have higher highs, right? But you have lows here, you have lows here. There's like small time frame lows right there, and you have those lows right here too. So if you have all of these high resistant highs, and this has got to be like a daily imbalance or some shit up here that it tapped into, what's it going to gun for? Drops off, retracement, and sends for all of these lows. And so that to me, like, okay, well, dollar lower, that's going to do what? That's going to make euro go higher here. And then British pound higher as well. So that's what that looks like. Okay. Anyway, someone said Nasdaq's selling off, so we'll take a look at it. Yeah, this looks like shit. See? See Dow though? Right here. Those lows. The low on the right slightly higher, low resistant lows, right? We came right up there for that up candle. Drop down, retracement. Drop down for that. I bet you the 1 minute looks fucking just horrendous. See, if it was up to me, it's not, but if it was up to me, you see all these highs right here? I would have wanted to see that cleared. Like that, to me, that should have been cleared out. Clear out that, drop it, and then, you know, imbalance or whatever. Like something like that. Like that would have been cool. But we didn't get that. It just left it. So I don't even think I would have traded that. Yeah, none of the indices made higher highs right there. So yeah, I would not do anything today. We might even come, I mean, I don't know if it wants to do that, but if it does come down for 18,500, I won't be surprised because of these lows here. But look, just look at it, dude. Like, look at this. I despise trading this kind of environment. I can guarantee, dude, I can almost damn near guarantee you if I take something in here, like right now, I'll probably take a loss. I'll probably just take a loss, dude. I'd rather just wait. It's only Monday, dude. It's only Monday. But do you guys see what I mean though by having like when I was saying earlier in the Discord that today was a pretty clean day? Like there was some good opportunities. I mean, I think so. All that 1 minute stuff down in here, the equal highs here, that run up there. I don't know why this traded lower. I have no idea. I mean, you know, I'm not doing anything with the rest of this, but I feel like today was pretty clean in the morning. The PM sessions probably is going to undo all the cleanliness from this morning. I think that's what's going to happen. Carlos is going to long after Dow takes the lows. Well, bro, Dow's our weakest index. Why are you trying to long the weakest index, bro? Why are you trying to do that? Someone else posted that in the Discord too. I think they were trading in here or something in here, and they got stopped. And this is all lunch, dude. From there to there is my version of lunch. 11 to 12 Central. That to me is lunch. And I mean, just looking at it probably explains exactly why I don't trade it. Look at it. This is garbage to me. I don't even know what I would have done in there. What do I do with that? 1 minute, 5 minute too. What is that? That's awful. Doesn't matter if it has 1 minute equal highs, bro. It's the weakest index. I don't trade the weakest index. I wouldn't, in ideal conditions, I generally do not long the weakest index. It could have all the equal highs it wants. It'll still trade lower. So, yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up for today. I think Nasdaq would be the strongest to go higher, but I don't know what this wants to aim for. Like, really, I have no idea. Look at this chart, dude. Look at this shit. What is it going to trade up and into? With high probability, I don't know. I do not know. So if I can't frame something, maybe you see something and I don't, and that's fine too, right? You're always going to take your own trades. Just like I take my own trades, just like Ricky takes his own trades. Me personally, I look at this and it just makes me want to go read a book, dude. Right? So I picked this up again. Actually, a friend got me this a long time ago for my birthday or Christmas, and I just got back into it. I shared this already yesterday. 12 Rules for Life by Jordan B. Peterson. It's really good. But the first time I tried to read it, this was like 3 years ago. This was a very long time ago. I wasn't the same reader 3 years ago than I was today. You know, because I've already been through Robert Greene's work. Not all of it, but you know, you get through 48 Laws of Power, or you get through Laws of Human Nature. Bro, those books are thick, man. Those are long, bro, 600 pages plus. And the font's not all that big, and there's not a lot of space either, right? Those are long books, dude. Once you get through one of those, it makes these other ones easier. And it's the language too, because I recommend to do this. Just go listen to Jordan Peterson talk. There's plenty of his lectures. There's plenty of podcasts that he's done. He's all over YouTube. Okay. Just go listen to him speak. He doesn't speak like I do. I try to keep it simple. I try to use small words, short sentences, keep it on topic mostly, and leave it at that. You listen to Jordan Peterson, it's way different. Okay? And philosophers were known for this kind of shit too, with like the run-on sentences or kind of the side tangents, but then he would come back and wrap it all together. Like, it's very interesting the way Jordan Peterson's brain works and the way he forms sentences and arguments and those kinds of things. It's very, very advanced. His thought processes, his topics, explanations, details, it's very advanced. He uses big fucking words, dude. It got to the point where I had to dictionary or Google, dictionary, like 4 different words yesterday, because I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. I'm like, what does that word mean? I don't know. He's very smart. And 3 years ago, I wasn't into books like this because it's like too much. It's too hard, right? But once you listen to him for a few hours, hell, I saw him in Houston earlier this year. I watched and I saw him in person for like 3 hours or 2.5 hours or something. It was great. I loved it. I think the tickets were way overpriced, but it's fine. The whole point of me telling you this is go listen to him for a little while and then pick up 12 Rules for Life. And then once you finish this, there's also Beyond Chaos, which is like the continuation of it. And it's pretty good. So I like it. And that's what I'm reading. Carlos, I do hit the gym, but dude, it's been so hot, dude. It's been like 95, 97 degrees here. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but in Fahrenheit, it's unbearable. Convicted capitalist, and I'm not even very religious, and I liked his lectures on Exodus. Yeah, that's honestly one of the hardest things I ever followed. I couldn't even follow it. I'll be honest. Like, I don't know if it was just too advanced or if I'm just like, I mean, I know I'm not the smartest guy ever, but like, dude, they're like having a conversation and talking, and I'm just like, I am so lost right now. Like, what are we saying? And that's why I like Seneca and Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, because it's very, it's for the layman's people, you know, it's for the broad audience, it's for the easy, you know, there's not big words and fancy lingo, or you know, like talking in riddles and stuff. Like I just want you to say your point, bro. You know what I mean? Like I can't do all these riddles and you know, stuff like that. Miss me with that. Right? So you have Epictetus, and this is the other one. I got this in very recently. It's called Epictetus, The Complete Works by Robin Waterfield. Okay? It's on Amazon. It's like 15, 16 bucks. You know why I like Epictetus? Not just because he was a slave and he's kind of funny sometimes. He just comes out and says, look, everything in life has two categories. Some things we do control, other things we don't control. Focus on everything that's within your control and be indifferent to everything else. That's practical. That's not difficult to understand. And you get it without having to sit there and really soak it in, you know? Now, the majority of Stoic philosophy, yeah, it's going to take time and energy to really put that into practice, okay? Which, that just takes time. But the actual practicality to Stoic philosophy, it's there. Look at Marcus Aurelius. How many one-liners does he have? Or little two sentences? Stop talking about what a good man should be. Be one. Short, sweet, to the point. Don't talk about it. Be about it. That's simple and easy enough. It's easy to remember, and it's not difficult to understand. That's what I like about Stoic philosophy too. At least the modern translations. Yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to get out there. So these are just some of the books that I'm reading. Some of them, because there's others, but some of the others are just not even worth mentioning, in my opinion. I think they're a waste of time, some of them. Like A Court of Thorns and Roses. Like, I'm like, this book is super popular, but this just blows to me. So I finished like maybe half of it. I'm like, this is dog shit. So that's why I'm coming back to philosophy, because I'm like, okay, I need to learn something, not, you know, hear about magical wolves, you know, doing weird shit. So that's just my personal opinion. Oh, Lucas, great question. I'll cover that real quick before we hop off. I don't know if this is going to hold or not. That's why I said I'll come back to it at a later date, because I really don't know. But Bitcoin on the daily time frame, bearish, or at least an imbalance prior to the liquidity run and a bullish imbalance on the way up. We have highs up here. So I think we are at an interesting place. I think this could be long. But the thing about this one, and the reason I said, you know, I didn't say I'm bullish on Bitcoin. I want to be, but the distance from this imbalance to this low and these highs, like, that's such a large range. That's almost 9,000 a coin here. So just to me, the entire range of it, I could be wrong. And I'm not really a crypto guy anyway. Not all that much. I did tell you about HNT earlier this year, and she's been blessed. I told you about it back in here. Back when it was like 450. And then I said 650's next. And then we absolutely went lower down to 3. But now we went to 650. So I should have bought way more down here. But that's okay. But yeah, it's had a banger a couple weeks. But that was the only reason. All right, Carlos, you're banned. you're banned. Anyway, let me end the stream so I can do this thing for the Discord, and then I'll get you guys that little surprise I told you about. All right. So y'all be good, man. We'll be here same time, same place tomorrow on Tuesday the 13th for the next live session.